This is IMAT 2021, question 37. So this question gives us a diagram of an eye with some various notes attached, and we need to work out which of the following notes are correct. So our first one is that this part labelled here, number 1, is the retina, which contains motor neurons. So first of all, is this the retina? Well, yes it is, at the back of the eye. That's where our retina is. Does it contain motor neurons? Well, what are motor neurons? They are things that attach to muscles and they transmit signals to effectors. Do the retina contain motor neurons? Well, no. There's no motor neurons in the retina. They are actually the receptors of the signals, so not the motor neurons which transmits from the receptor to the effector. These are the receptors themselves. So this is incorrect. Label 2 is this little lumped section here. And note is that this area contains mostly rods for colour vision. So what is this lump here? What is it called? This is the macula. And the macula contains most of the cells for colour vision. So that is correct in this part of the question. So what could be wrong with this? Well, maybe it's about the rods. Do the rods control colour vision? Well, no. Rods are not for colour. These are just for the most general inputs of light. But the cones are for colour. So while this is the macula, which contains most of the cells for colour vision, they will be cones, not rods. So this is incorrect. Thirdly, this is the pupil, which closes to reduce light entering in the dark. So if it's dark, we have less light. What is our pupil going to do? Is it going to close? Is it going to reduce the light entering if we're in the dark? Well, if we're in the dark, we want to try and get more light. The eye is trying to get more, let more in, and therefore our pupil is going to widen and not narrow and close. So this is also incorrect. Our fourth note is that glucose in the aqueous humour diffuses into the cornea. Now, we know that the cornea needs glucose for metabolism to keep its cells nice and healthy. And where is it going to get that glucose from? Well, the only place that's really near to it is going to be the vitreous humour, the aqueous humour there. So this is going to diffuse in to the cornea. So this must be correct. Therefore, our answer is D. But let's check out our last note to see why that one's incorrect. So finally, the cornea adjusts the refraction of light for fine focusing. Now, is this true? The cornea is this big bit on the outside. Is it for adjusting for fine focusing? Well, the cornea cannot really adjust itself. It's just how it is. It does refract light though, but that's just general refracting. And the lens is the thing that adjusts for focusing. This one can be pulled and stretched to adjust it and fine-tune it to focus it correctly, not the cornea. So this is not correct. So our final answer was answer D. There we go.